That's how Corey got sick. Just intro on that.
Great, everyone's going to hear that when they first see the live stream now. Oh wait, where's my phone? Just had it.
And that's the story how Corey got sick. And we didn't say fixed of what. He could have fixed the pipes in his apartment.
Oh,
or wherever he was. Zazoom.
Zazoom.
Every time Hell does not have like any interaction, I just spam A and just scream in the chat, then run away.
I noticed that.
I didn't notice it. He's like, we really need to get a muzzle on that.
We need to get a muzzle on that.
Okay, I'm done.
It's like, well, damn.
Shit, man. My latest thing, like an hour or so ago, is Curiously Deep about to get yeet.
Yep. Oh wait, not that yet. Twitter first.
I'm still on a chaotic drawing high. Like that picture of Kaor and Kaz, just, I got possessed. And now I just can't stop thinking about Mimiko meeting Kaor, being extremely stabby and everything, just like violently and aggressively vibrating while crawling on him, and he just pulls it off. It's like, I like this one.
I like this one.
There's violence indeed.
There's violence in this one.
There's violence in this child.
Indeed.
I'm making a true warrior.
Yes.
Cass is just in the background like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I'm terrified, visible concern.
Visibly concerned.
I mean, think about it. Her pigtails, okay, so, have you ever wondered what those metal parts in her hair are when she has pigtails up?
Oh yeah?
Basically, they're supposed to look like horns. So, see, technically, her hair, at least the accessories that give her hair, are made to look like demon horns, essentially. And that's what her pigtails, or twin tails, basically are.
Okay. I have noticed that, yeah, in her design, they do kind of look like horns.
Yep. That was like the whole point of like showing without really her acting like when she's quiet and all that, you don't notice it, but the way she dresses, and again, the fucking shoes, and then the hair accessories, it's like, yes, this is technically a demon in human skin.
Yes, indeed. Also, hello everyone to the live stream. I'm here joined by Cyberwolf.
Also known as the Danger.
The Danger. They've shown up on the stream quite a number of times.
We're gonna be in some real danger if he doesn't draw Mimiko correctly. She will come out of the picture.
She'll come out of the drawing herself and stab me.
Nobody knows where she's getting that knife at. Oh,
Exactly.
And a little bit of advice is that she's actually left-handed, which is why her knife is always seen in her left hand.
Okay then.
Yep. It's a small little detail.
Alright then. I'll have to remember when I'm drawing them too, because I plan to draw them with the knife as well too. Alright. But yeah, we're gonna get into today's drawing. I have everything ready up on the screen here.
Yeah. I
So,
like
yeah.
how her teeth are always hidden under her bangs.
Yes. See, I get Cyber kindly provide me with the references for both the full drawing of Mimiko, as well as the lion art that she did underneath it, or like the sketch underneath.
Yes, my sketches are very confusing at times, and they're made with like neon colors against the black background. Because to me, it works easier on my eyes whenever I'm drawing.
Alright.
Also, the whole outline thing shows how her body is made and how the clothes actually fit.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good reference to show how her body is designed as well.
Yes.
Oh, and Corey, you have to make sure to add the bullet wound that's scarred on her, because a lot of people that I've commissioned to draw somehow conveniently get those scars like conveniently covered up by something, because they're not sure how to properly do it.
Ah.
Yep.
Oh, you mean the ones right here on this side?
Yeah, she has one on her lower left stomach, and then right up there, if you look on her shoulder.
I see. Yeah, right there too.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's funny, like everyone who I paid to draw her somehow conveniently have those marks covered up. But like one person who did Devon, like he has like a sort of grazing on his face from something similar. But they're able to draw that just fine.
Okay.
Yeah. That's weird. And no, I'm not paying him to draw her. It's something that he wanted to do.
Yeah, this is the same thing that I did yesterday with Alex's character. I literally just wanted to draw my friend's characters on stream. So that is what I'm doing.
Yes, I want to be able to draw some of your characters too, but I actually need references in order to draw them.
Yeah, I don't have many references for my people, so that's understandable.
Yeah. Like, there are characters that I like, that if I really like of my friends, I will actually start drawing them, or like anyone who I follow, I'll start drawing their characters.
Yeah. So, actually, what I'm thinking about doing for her pose in this picture is kind of like almost how she's standing here, but flipped the other way, and having her hand outstretched toward the camera.
But you gotta make sure that her knife is in her left hand, so the outstretched hand wouldn't hold the knife.
Yeah.
Also, a little advice on how to draw her. Pretend like you're drawing the lower legs of a anthropomorphic character. Because the way her legs are made is that she stands digitigrade due to her heels.
Yeah.
Yep.
That hand looks...
So, like, when you draw her legs, do what you would normally do for the legs, but then add the extra part for, like you would normally do for the hind legs of an animal. Because that's how I always do it for her. Because you can see that she has very interesting choice of shoes.
Actually, maybe I'll make the look straight on and a little bit angled down. How's that?
She has very expressive eyes.
Yeah, I'm just drawing this for like the simple little pose for her.
Nerd.
Hi, Pente.
If I type in the chat thing, the window that I have his drawing stream on just disappears, and I have to pull it back up. I have my computer set up to where I can see him drawing in real time.
Yeah.
And I can see the Twitch stream chat as well.
Yeah.
I won't really be able to interact with it by typing, because again, it'll just get rid of the stream that I have,
Mm-hmm.
the real fine stream. Mimiko's very aggressive, or you can make her as terrifyingly neutral as possible. Either way, it's terrifying.
Alright. Yeah, I'm thinking something like this for her pose, though. Like, this is just like a very basic sketch of what it would look like.
Okay, so first thing, Corey,
Mm-hmm.
you may want to, like, where her feet is, that will not be what she's standing on. So you would need to add, like, another part to her feet.
Yeah. Because I think I see, like, where, like, the parts go like that on her heels.
Uh-huh. Because
Yeah.
she's standing off these tiptoes.
Yeah, so I'll have to leave a little bit of room. Yeah.
So basically, these are 8-inch platforms.
Mm-hmm. Have her stab your arse, Corey. No.
Yes. Let her give you another hole, a new pocket.
No. No, thank you. Alright, yeah, let's work with that, though.
She's mostly leg. She is
Yes,
mostly
indeed.
all leg.
Alright, sketch. This will be interesting because I'll have a pose where like the hand is like right out in front and center, so I'll have to do some stuff with that.
Oh, also, you still have those references that I showed for like doing the hand, right? That should help some.
Yeah, I
the foreshadowing and the perspective thing on it.
Yeah, I think I'll know how to do it. I should be fine. Also, why is it going onto this artboard? More holes. No more holes.
Well,
The holes I have on my body right now are plenty.
no, let her give you another. You'll have more pockets this way, Corey.
Meat pockets.
More pockets. Yes, more pockets. Yeah, she has a more, like, from the way I drew her head, it's like a more sort of guitar pick shape.
Ah.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can see the
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hole.
Why is it in my room? I have it on 78. I have it on like 75. And it's freezing in my room. What the hell?
Ah, damn.
And she's got very wide hips.
All right.
You
Oh, yeah,
can
hold on.
obviously see.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yep. Very wide hips.
She do.
Got that ass. But it's covered up by a skirt. Okay. One of his swords is crawling into your room while you're drawing right now.
No.
He'll take the shoes and wash them. Also, keep in mind, when drawing the leg, you also got to remember the... Like, again, just think of it like a furry character's lower leg.
Yeah.
So they have to work with the, like, the paw part for, like, her heels and that.
Yeah.
So yeah, her heels are like 8 inches altogether. So a 6 foot, 6 foot, fucking hell, 6 inch
6 foot.
from the base of her toes, from where her the bottom of her foot is, but the heel is up another 2 inches
Yeah.
because that's counted with the lift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, imagine having 6 foot heels.
Oh dear God!
That's basically stilt at this point.
Yes, still. Yeah, the most defining feature of Mimiko is the fact that she has very shapely legs. I mean, she runs around in those things out in the fucking wilds of all places.
Mm-hmm.
So, very well muscled legs.
Yeah, I might add a bit more detail to them then, because usually, you know how my style is with the long strings.
With the string.
The strings on beans.
String beans! They are string beans!
String bean style, yes.
Yeah, I want to see how you do with the perspective of that arm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that its own layer just so I can freely transform it at my will.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Have it on somewhere.
Yeah.
But you know me, I have a penchant for detail in drawing, and that includes like the type of freaking knife he has. I don't know if it's a Bowie or a mix between a Bowie and a recurve.
Hmm.
All I know is that it like, well, you can actually see the picture of it.
Yeah.
Like you see how
It's like curved a little bit. Yeah.
Mhm. I actually drew Piers holding her knife as well too, from like a side angle. Took me forever to get the knife shape right, and then after I figured it out, I'm just like, oh, this is easy.
Yeah.
The knife is very curvy. Like there is no straight angle on it. The handle's curved. The part just above the handle is curved, and then it has like a sharp dip, then it curves right back up. Yeah, like that. It's a very interesting blade.
Yes.
It's made specifically for slicing and stabbing, because it goes with the hand movement as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for like weaponry. I've watched Forged in Fire so many times. I've learned about how blades are supposed to be formed and how they're supposed to be balanced too.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, her knife is actually very small, but it's huge compared to her.
By the way, does she have a fang in her tooth, or is it just straight?
Hold on. Now you got me curious. I don't.
Because I could see her having a fang.
Like, here's the thing. She does have like sharp teeth, but they're not to the point where they are standing out.
Hmm. So if anything, maybe it would be more like...
Yeah, more like very subtle fangs.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you've seen her fucking father's mouth.
Yeah.
But then again, those are prosthetics. Those are titanium. She doesn't have that, so... She still bites. Oh, you want to know a little fun fact about Mimiko? She was born with prenatal teeth. Meaning, she had teeth when she was born. They were very tiny, but she had teeth.
Huh.
Yep. Considered a very rare condition for a child to be born that way, too.
That's right, she got the small eyebrows too.
She has the Shiba brows that never show up in the final drawing.
Because they're always under the hair.
Yeah, I can tell you that. But yeah, she has the little Shiba brows that never show up in the final product. I'm like, why do I still draw them?
Uh-huh. Actually, I think I need to make this slightly more bigger.
Like, you can see in the sketch that she has them, but the final product she never does because
Yep.
her bangs reach just above her, like just below her brow.
Yeah. And she's got like... And she's got some boobage.
I think she has like a C cup.
Okay.
So they're not entirely big, but with the outfit she's wearing, they actually look bigger on her. Because again, the outfit she has flatters her appearance and everything.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of the outfits that you can get in Pokemon Sword and Shield too.
Nice.
My cat just attacked my leg. Stop! Let's smack you with the pillow. I tried to cover
Goddamn.
my legs up. I tried to
How
cover
dare they?
my legs up with a freaking cover because I was a bit chilly, and she goes and attacks my legs underneath the covers. She's like, aha, I see them.
Haha.
No.
My opportunity of attack.
At least she had the decency to wait till they were covered. It's cold.
These. I have a strange feeling that these should be just a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then the rest underneath would be her shoes.
Yeah.
You may want to draw the shoes too, because that will change up how her legs are positioned.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, I'm gonna
think about how the foot is angled and how she balances on them. So
yeah.
it might change up the positioning of the legs slightly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna draw all that with the the clothing sketch I do. But first I'm gonna do this hand.
Basically what I do, especially when drawing Mimiko, is I always draw how her feet would look first.
Yeah, I'm doing
because again, she's balanced on a very small article of clothes, which would be her shoes. So it dictates how her whole body would be positioned as well.
Yeah.
So I usually start off with her feet first, determining how they're positioned, and then that determines how her legs are set, and then that leads up into how the rest of her body is positioned.
Yeah. Trying to think about how to do the hand correctly. Have ideas.
Might need to look up something that actually shows the hand being put out towards the screen. So that way you can get a sense of perspective.
Yeah, the thumb's over here. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find something that actually has a good perspective on the, or that matches closely to how you're trying to draw it. But it could give some help on how it's supposed to look. Because I know you use like your own hand in that, but you're not going to be able to put your hand out and go, that's
Yeah, I can't do it at that angle, at least, is what I'm doing, yeah. It's very hard to.
And you know what I also don't like about being an artist is when you need a certain reference and you try to ask somebody to take a picture and they're like, why are you doing these weird moves? It's for art. It's like, sure.
I am doing it for art. I'm not possessed.
Understand. I'm not crazy, I swear.
Actually, I like this. There you go. Yeah, I think this is how I wanted to do it.
Okay, I think I found one that would work pretty well.
The only thing is, how would that thumb be?
Okay, I found one that's similar to how it looks for like the reference with the foreshadowing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
With the forced perspective, not foreshadowing.
Yeah, I think that's actually kind of what I want. I just need to make it bigger. Whoa. Hands. It might be that big, actually. I'm not sure.
Look in your thing. It would be. Yeah, it would be because it's closer to the foreground.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically kind of like the same thing I was doing, just flipped around. I think the way I have the fingers curled is actually perfect for right now. It's just getting that...
It is very similar to the reference photo that I just sent.
Okay.
But you can see how it is much bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's forced into the foreground.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be on the same, like, face as the rest of her body.
Yeah.
If anything, you may want to lower it slightly down.
I don't know, actually. I think that's... Maybe? I don't know.
So if she has her arm, like, straight out, it would be even with her shoulder. But if it's relaxed and it's coming up, like again, in the way you're drawing her is in a more threatening pose, her arm will slightly be relaxed. So it would be slightly lowered while it's coming out.
Alright, yeah, so it would be like down here maybe.
Because if you have it straight up and even with her shoulder, it's more like she has her arm.
Yeah, it's like she's taking it straight out.
Yeah, like she's demanding something.
But yeah, here she's more like just like, you know, like that. Yeah.
It may want to go down.
I mean, it is a straight, like the way I'm holding my hand at least, it is straight. So.
But there is
I think yeah, right about there though was good.
Yeah, that's close to where it would be because of like the slight relax in the bend of the elbow and that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd still be out, but it wouldn't be directly even with the shoulder.
Yeah. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I usually don't do dynamic poses like that very often. Most of the characters I draw are static. But I wanted to do something different with Mimiko.
Poses. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the majority of the poses that she's in is very dynamic.
Yeah, I that's also another reason I wanted to do it like this too, because I wanted to make it fit more with her character. Alright, let's do her hair sketch next.
She does have neutral poses, but she doesn't have much of a expression with it.
Yeah.
Because most of her more dynamic poses, she does have expression.
Okay, I see how the hair kind of goes. I think I can mostly just use for this though.
Oh, you want to know what I do? So basically, for her pigtails, I will draw like a line, and then I would put the line to where the ends of the curls in her pigtails are. You see how they look So I would do a line that would just go and follow the curve of how it would look for her pigtails, and then I just block it out like a solid shape.
Okay.
Yeah, so think of it like doing a tree.
Yeah. Is it like that from all sides? Yeah, it's basically like that from the whole side. Okay.
One thing to remember about her bangs is that it's 5. You can always count like 5 little parts to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 5. Okay, yeah. I see what you mean, yeah. And it looks like the middle one is always the biggest one.
Yep. And for her bangs, there's always that one slight curve that goes right up under her eyes. Oh, cool.
Actually, yeah, it would be a little more out.
Chris, what are you typing?
Alright, I'm not looking at the thing. I forgot about the chat. Huh?
That one homie that gets 0 CB cool AF. And he's saying,
Oh, did he?
You're not in that group.
Oh, he sent something in the meme chat?
No, he's responding to something you put on Twitter.
Oh, of course he did.
You said you're not in that group. Chris.
Classic Chris. Am I right? Actually, that would be kind of bigger.
Okay, don't forget that she has a slight curve with her bangs. I mean, the side bangs. You see where there's like this little triangle that goes up.
Oh
her
yeah,
eye.
yeah, right.
One. Yep.
Yeah, they dip in, yeah, and then they curve back in.
Yep.
And that's like right where her nose is.
Also, another tiny detail everyone seems to overlook. She has a tiny mole under her right eye. It's very, very small.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Yeah. Which actually, that would be kind of accentuated by the little smirk she's giving too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the way her hair does, it frames her eyes and her face. Sometimes that can be difficult depending on how I'm drawing her. And I have to admit, I did that to myself.
Yeah.
I have done it to myself. But you gotta admit, the end result, perfect.
Mm-hmm. Now, these pigtails are going to be very interesting. They have a very interesting shape to them.
Like I said, just look. Wait, before you do that. Make a separate. This is what I do for a pigtail. Get a separate layer, and you basically draw a line. So like, draw lines of how her hair is shaped. Like, don't bulk it out. Just draw a line for each end point. So it starts at there, then you just follow that line and just go to the end point of each part of her pigtail.
I think I see what you mean.
Yeah, you see how her pigtails are and how sharp they are? So you want to draw lines starting from that point
Ah.
where it meets the hair accessory, and you just make a line that goes along it. And then
Yeah.
you copy and flip that. And then adjust it to how it looks. That is that is how I do her pigtails.
Okay. That's an interesting way to do it.
Yep. She's the only one that I do that for, too, given how dynamic her pigtails are.
Indeed.
And then I just, like, fill out where the end, like, how her hair would go around it. But I know where the point of her hair is.
Uh-huh.
And that's basically how I do her pigtails. A lot easy, don't you think?
Yeah, it kind of helps bring it more into perspective, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, right here. And it kind of goes in the right about here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she has very, like, interesting hair. Oh, did I tell you about the one person that I commissioned? They basically copied the way that I drew her hair. It's
Oh, yeah?
like they stepped over how her hair was drawn because of how unique it was. So they sketched over her pigtails and just brought it over. I'm like, those little cheats. They do exactly what I do. They do exactly what I do. I will paint. So basically, I kind of cheat with her hair because of how it's shaped. I would put in another picture, a previous picture of her, and just trace her pigtails and put it on the new drawing that I'm making of her.
Huh. Nice.
That's what I do. And then, like, once you get it set up, you just copy and flip it. And the end of, okay, move your mouse down, move your mouse down over the far curl of her pigtail, the one that points out the most.
Oh, like, over here?
Yeah, that one, the one that you're near. That's actually longer. It's not even with that one.
I
So
see.
it actually goes down further and a lot longer.
Oh, so this one over here?
Yep. It reaches down further past and then stretches outward.
I see. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Okay.
Yeah, and then that's all for, like, her pigtails. And then you just copy and flip and then use the adjusting tool to shape it how it's supposed to be.
Yep. Okay. So I kind of want to make this one just slightly
Yes,
bigger.
you're learning how I do her hair. It's like, yeah, even I cheat at her hair because it's so unique. In fact, I think she's the only one with pigtails like that.
Edit. Transform. Flip horizontal.
And just scoot it over to the other side and then do transform to make it fit properly.
Yeah,
And
because
there
that
you
one's
go.
in more in the foreground, this one will probably be a little bit smaller.
Yep. And there you go. That's how I do her hair.
Nice.
Yes, that is exactly what I do for her hair.
Alrighty.
The first
Alright, we got
time I have been doing that all this time.
Alright, well, looks like that's her hair down at least, so now we gotta do her clothing. Ba-da-boop. Also, getting a live, almost kind of like breakdown of how Cyber even does her art now.
Yes, I have a very weird way of doing art.
I mean, it works, right?
Most of it is spasmodically scratching against the tablet screen with the pen, just like this, 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 this.
Yeah.
Okay, the bottom one to the right would actually show you better how her outfit looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice in the sketch she was supposed to have the lower half of her body on it too, and then I cut that out to save up space.
Yeah, see that? Yeah. Okay then. See, it's like it's the jacket with the crop top, and then the collar, and the heels. Okay. First I'm gonna do that choker. Good old spiked chokers. I also have a few characters that have the same thing too.
Oh, and here's the thing. She originally didn't have a choker. That was a result of her boyfriend getting her a choker.
Ah.
So that's actually from one of her boyfriends. So she used to not be drawn with one. Gotta make it a bit lower than that. It has to reach her cleavage some.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, she doesn't wear a bra, so her breasts wouldn't be pressed against each other.
Yeah, that's kind of just how I drew them. I wasn't sure about that. Sketch. There you are.
Yeah, so instead of being like where it would be smooth, you can actually see the outline of her breast through her shirt. Because again, she's not wearing a bra.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine this one would probably be a little bit farther away.
Yep. She's going natural.
Yeah, because they have a more natural curve to them instead of being bunched up.
Yep.
It's like right below that line too. And the jacket goes like almost right below that too. Curve. Yeah, in and then out.
Yeah, like the hem of her shirt is right beneath her breast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes a way for that. Yep.
Yeah, what she's wearing is actually a crop jacket. It's not meant to close.
Yeah. Yeah, I can
which
see
is
that.
Why it has to it. Yeah, so it's just like for style.
What is this? Oh yeah, there's spikes on the end of it too.
More like studs.
Yeah.
So they're not really spikes, but they're studs. Close them together.
You went a little bit robot there for a second.
Oh no, I am robot.
I
am robot.
can hear you clearly now, at least.
No, I needed to let the other robots know about the plan. You heard nothing. I have no idea what plan you're talking about.
What master plan?
Master plan? Nobody talks about a master plan. Who told you? Did the Roomba tell you?
Who's the Roomba? It's always a Roomba.
They can never keep a secret.
Okay. And then this skirt.
Yeah, you can see where the hip bone is on her.
Yeah. Yeah, so the skirt rides a little low.
Yep. The reason why I love putting like a skirt on her, because she originally was supposed to have pants,
Uh-huh.
but it didn't offer much to the way she was supposed to be portrayed most of the time when I drew her. And I decided to switch it to pants with leggings instead. And the skirt actually helps with the dynamic of how she's posed. Like in the sketch that I provided you can tell that she is going a bit backwards with how her motion is. So it helps the idea of where the motion of it is.
Yeah. Also, I kind of feel like that the skirt kind of helps make like a lot more of a gentler curve from the hip.
It does. Also, the way I draw her skirt, you can see where the frills at the bottom come from. You'll see the line that goes through the little studs. That is where I draw the edge of her skirt, and then I draw the studs, and at the end of each stud, I then put the frills on.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear my neighbor's dog barking.
Oh, yeah, that. It's hard to tell on the thing, but does the skirt still have those lines between the diamonds there too?
Yep, they still do.
Okay. It was hard to tell because of how black it was.
Yep. Because the whole thing is that the bottom half of the skirt where the frills are is actually a darker black.
Ah. Okay.
Yep. And because of the studs having a slight raise to them, it gives a shadow to that area as well. I have to admit, out of all the female characters that I ever drew, I enjoy Mimiko's outfit the most.
Yeah, I do like her outfit a lot too. Especially those the leggings on her too. Is that like a stained glass window look?
Yep. And they're torn too, so they got a few holes in them. I mean,
I do see that.
And the belief is that they used to be one color, but because she keeps running around in the wild like a freaking crazy woman, she actually gotten holes in her stockings, so she just stitches on multiple different colors that are similar. That's why they look sort of stained glass, because those are different pieces of fabric stitched together. I mean, if you're gonna go crawling through the underbrush, you don't want your ass out when your skirt rides up.
You know you're right.
Yeah. She's actually wearing leggings. But there have, like I said, because of how many times they got torn, she just patchworked it together.
Mm-hmm.
Also, no one knows where she got her shoes from, but we're pretty sure that she got them from her dad. Like, he had them custom made for her.
Yeah. I mean, with frickin' with the how high those go, most likely.
Yes. Also, so basically the design that I did for her shoes are based off of a type of high heel platform where they have this sort of like edge at the bottom of them that reach back to sort of give a slight balance so it's not entirely on the toes. Because they do have heelless high heels that are shaped the way that those are, just minus the blade on the back of the heel.
Ah.
And her boots are actually made of very stretchy, breathable fabric. As you can see, the tiny, itty bitty zipper on the back of her boot.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's very, very tiny.
Yes.
So, like, the majority of her shoe is breathable fabric in that. So, it doesn't get as stuffy as you would think.
Yeah.
But the accents and stuff on them are actually completely metal to help give, like, a sort of stabilize, especially around her ankles. Because that's basically what that's there for. And the little part where you see the slight silver that goes up on her foot, it's actually, it has padding on the inside that helps her feet stay stabilized.
Yeah.
So she's not a complete idiot for running around the woods or wherever with high heels like that. But if you ever look at the bottom of them, they're worn down, really jagged. Which is why she's good at climbing. Very good at climbing. Probably stupid.
Dangerously good.
Yes. Like, how'd you get up here? The door's locked. Oh, I climbed. This is a 3-story building. How did you climb that far? Point shoes. They can
shoes.
Proceeds to climb up the side of the building. She is crazy enough to do it.
Yep.
Oh, what was that? A warning?
That was just my thing, being like, you don't have any pixels selected. I'm like, I know. I don't think I know that. I don't want to have any pixels selected so I can draw.
Like, are you sure about that? Are you sure
Yes.
you want to go through with this option? Yes.
Of course I do.
That's what I'm doing. I
Have to know
know
what to do,
I'm
Photoshop.
doing. Photoshop's like, sure you know.
I know better. Okay, so these are interesting. Okay, I think I see how they do them. Okay.
Yeah, you see that pink part that comes out? That's normally the first thing that I draw first, and then I do the body behind it.
Yeah. Which it looks like it would be about this far down?
Yep. Yeah, it feels very interesting too.
Yes.
And that sharp spike that comes off of it, because of how you have it drawn, it wouldn't be as prominent. Because again, that follows the center line of her foot.
Yeah.
The same with the part on her heel as well. It's actually on the very center line of her foot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, like you see a little bit of it, but not much.
Yep. Oh, just imagine getting kicked. Like, roundhouse kick from the back.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm. I don't think anyone wants to get kicked by her. Nor do they want to get stepped on. No steps.
No.
No steppies. No steppies. No.
No steppies.
No steppies upon me. No steppies. My cat says hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Nya.
Would you mind meowing for everyone?
Nya. Nya
Come
for us.
Bebby. Would you meow? Beb? She murs.
I heard it.
It's so faint.
Yeah.
Not being very vocal today. Bebby.
Yeah. See, they know we're live streaming, so they're being shy.
Oh, you're gonna be shy. When all the other times you screamed into the mic.
You re.
Yeah, if I leave my headphones alone for long enough, he goes and finds them and screams into the microphone like, meow,
Yep.
meow, meow. And I'm like,
Yep.
what are you doing? She only does it when I leave my headphones. She's being spoiled. She's being a spoiled little brat. The drawing's coming out great.
Yeah, I do like it a lot, too. Also, I'm trying.
Also, if you pay attention to how her arms are underneath the fabric, she has very skinny arms.
Skinny.
Yes, like every time I draw her without her jacket on, I'm like, why does this feel so wrong?
Yeah.
Why is her arm naked? Like if
Yeah.
you zoom in, you can see, like, especially the bottom right picture, you can see how small her arms actually are.
Yeah.
Like, her jacket just gets larger near the end of the sleeve. And every time I draw her without the jacket, I'm like, why do you feel naked?
Why are you naked?
Like, if she has all the other clothes on, I'm like, why are you naked, you slut?
You slut.
Put your jacket back on! You're not allowed to show your arms!
Right? How dare they? Scandalous.
Scandalous showing arms everywhere. How lewd. He's gonna
How
be
lewd.
careful with showing arms.
Yeah.
You ever drew a character that if you took off one piece of clothing, that doesn't make them indecent? Like, they're still fully covered, but there's like this one piece of clothing that you have to have on them, otherwise they feel naked. Do you have a
Yeah.
character like that?
I don't know.
Like, wait a minute, now that I think about it, hold up, wait a minute.
I feel like there probably is. I just haven't really realized it yet with some of my people.
Yeah, particularly for Mimiko, if she's not wearing her jacket or her shoes, she feels naked
Mhm.
to me.
I would say, if anything, Nick is probably one of those characters for me. Because if he doesn't have a scarf, he's like hardly recognizable to me.
Like, wait a minute, I know you. Who are you? Why are you naked? It's like, I'm
Yeah.
not naked, I'm wearing clothes. But you're wearing the one article of clothing that identifies you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well then.
Okay, I think we got all the stuff drawn on her now.
BRB. I think someone's knocking.
Okay. So let me see this again too real quickly. She does have the makeup, so I'm gonna do that real quickly too. Okay. Oh, and she has that too on there. Okay. Yeah, like the hat, the top of her lids have it too. Oh right, the leggings. That's the only thing I'm missing.
My neighbor's son remembered I had made a comment about wanting ice cream earlier. He gave me ice cream.
Oh, nice. I'm jealous.
He's like, yeah, you wanted an ice cream earlier, you and Mr. Eddie. Here you go. He gave us the Klondike bar.
Man, I'm jealous now.
Because I was sitting out with my neighbor earlier, and she was eating an ice cream. I'm like, damn, now I want an ice cream. And he gave me a Klondike bar.
Ask and you shall receive, I suppose.
That was sweet of him.
Indeed.
Like, I just asked for it. He's just like, hey, you said you wanted one earlier, so I got you one.
Man, you got some awesome neighbors.
I know. He even got one for Eddie.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, that was just our neighbor.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I heard you when I came back in. I almost forgot the leggings.
Yeah. I was looking over everything to be like, did I forget anything? I'm like, oh right. The freaking leggings, of course. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Also, I did the makeup while you're out too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she has very out there sort of lashes.
Yeah. I noticed that with the lashes. I was like, oh yeah, I need to put those on. Okay. Okay, I think everything's done on her now, so now I think I can start getting to the drawing section.
And the funny thing is about her makeup is that for her lipstick, it's only on her bottom lip, which is weird if you think about it. Like, she wears lipstick, but only on the bottom lip.
Yeah. There you go, now she's centered more on the screen. Okay. And we also put all these into a sketch group. And now for the drawing.
You forgot her tongue.
You
forgot her tongue.
Her tongue?
Yes. When she makes a face like that, her tongue comes out.
Oh. Well, I was just making her have the little, the grin.
Ah, so no tongue.
Yeah, just the sadistic grin.
That works.
Alright, and now for the drawing. Whoops. Whoops.
By the way, you need to run. Don't know what she has planned, or where she got the knife. You don't know where she's going to put the knife.
Probably in very uncomfortable places.
She just goes up to you, signs, it says in sign language, hold this, stab, walks away.
Hold this, stabs into you. Stabs you, ooh.
From her. Yes, and she just shanks and then walks away.
Yeah, she definitely has stabs you, ooh, energy.
Yes, Mimiko has hardly any emotion. Like, it's either one or another. So the reason for her having limited emotion is because she mostly keeps it bottled up. So the thing about her is that she has a constant neutral expression, and the only expression that you'll see most of the time from her would be that sadisticness to her, the deranged sort of look. And that's usually because she has a sort of twisted sense of how she goes about things. So this is normally the last thing you see after you piss her off.
Yeah.
But other than that, she does have other emotions. It's just when she finally has those emotions, she doesn't know how to handle them. So basically, an example. Whenever she is in a good mood, her voice actually goes up in pitch by a considerable degree. So everyone who knows her hears her with a higher pitched voice than what she would normally talk with. And again, she doesn't talk unless she knows you. And if she knows you, she's happy. So she talks with a happier pitch.
Yeah.
So basically, when you hear what her voice actually sounds, you're like, why is your voice so fucking deep?
Yeah.
It's more of the country mama, like ma'am, mother, mother. You want
breast
to
milk.
call her mommy. You want to call her mommy. She has that kind of voice.
Damn.
Again, whenever she's in a good mood, she has a higher pitched voice. So unless she is talking to you in a neutral tone, you will not hear what her actual voice sounds like, because everyone has different voices depending on their emotions.
Yeah, for sure. that? No. Wait. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, she mainly keeps a harsh control on her emotions. But once they get away, she kind of panics about it. And whatever emotion she has, she will run with it completely blind. So if she gets depressed, if she gets depressed and like very sad, she will cry and run off in a blind sort of desperate attempt to just escape from her own emotions. Because again, she doesn't like showing emotion.
Yeah.
It's not something that she's used to, so she panics about it. And it's not just bad emotions that cause this to happen, it's good emotions as well.
Yeah.
Like the first time she was ever overly excited about something and happy about something, she got extremely violent because she didn't know how to process the emotion.
Yeah.
So, cute aggression, basically.
Yes.
So yeah, she's not that good at processing, like, strong emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you don't have to do that little line right there that you did for her hair.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah, basically the way her hair does is that it presses against her face. So you really just need to draw the lower part of it and not the part where it shows like a sort of a... Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, so you can draw the part of her face and then that lower part where her hair reaches to the back at the bottom part.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like that with the top right of the references that's on there. Because her, like, that is a good portion, see?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
It fits against her.
Yeah.
But yeah, any sort of emotion that she ends up having because of how she normally is ends up becoming an extreme emotion that she does not know how to cope with. So her go-to for dealing with her emotions is to run. And in one RP, she ran straight off a fucking cliff.
Goddamn.
Yes, because she didn't know how to process it, and her mind sort of went blank. But then again, it does relate to the fact that she has a social anxiety sort of thing.
Yeah.
A slight, like, disorder that prevents her from, like, interacting with people properly.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So, when she has emotions, it's extreme emotions. There is no in-between.
Indeed. Give me your
That's
phone.
the reason why most yes, give me your phone now.
That's all I think about when I see this hand like this. Just give me your phone.
Give me your phone or get a stabbo. She demands it, Corey.
Give me your kidneys.
Give me your kidneys. I need them more than you. I have a donor that I'm supposed to give kidney to.
Yes, you must donate your kidneys to the greater good. Me.
It's like, don't worry, I'll make sure they get taken care of. Somebody else could use them. They'll use them more than you. Also, Mimiko is the kind of person that you really don't want to get on the bad side with. Cause,
Oh, definitely not.
yeah, because I know you don't know this about her, but in her backstory, she used to go to school. But because of being bullied, yes, because of being bullied, because again, she was the weird kid that didn't talk.
Right.
So she ended up getting bullied by a girl named Claire, and Mimiko just one day turns around while Claire is berating her and shoving her, grabs her arm and snaps it.
It just snaps her right off.
No, she breaks this girl's arm.
Oh.
And just walks away. She just walks herself to the office and just sits there after writing a note that says, I just broke a girl's arm.
Yeah.
And because of that, she was no longer allowed to go to school. So her father, who did not discipline her, decided to say, you are defending yourself. If the girl didn't want her arm broken, she wouldn't have bothered you.
Father of the year, right there.
I mean, Corey, her father is Charleston. He taught her to say "shank a motherfucker" at the age of 2.
Yeah, probably not the best role model there, huh?
No, she wasn't 2 years old. She was just a year old. She was starting to slowly talk, and they were at a beach, and he taught her how to shake a fucker, and she goes, "Shank the fucker."
Shank a fucker.
And
just like, oh no.
all you hear is Ruby just screaming, "No!
No!"
Like, yes! Like, oh, no, Tom, yes! Shank the fucker! Shank the fucker! Yes!
What a happy family reunion.
Yes. But yeah, she grew up with a toy knife. So, blame her father for how she is.
Yeah.
She took after more of her father than her mother. She took after her mother in looks, though. Damn. Have you seen Ruby? I mean, I know you've seen Ruby.
Yeah.
She took after her mother in those. But mentally, she took after her freaking psychopathic father.
Yes, the best of both worlds.
Also, another thing is that Mimiko was brought to crime scenes because Charleston could never find a babysitter who would put up with her. So he just goes to these different crime scenes, like murder investigation thing, because that's basically what he did. He's a crime scene investigator. And he would just set her down with one of the officers at the scene. It's just like, watch her. So she was always brought to work with him.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, seriously, why would you bring your child to these places? It's like, oh, she's fine.
Yeah, she could process this fine.
Yeah,
They'll learn about the horrors of life eventually, right?
It's like, may as well teach her now, Charleston. She is a child. It's like, yes, and all children learn about death eventually. If it's not from a pet, it's from somebody in the family dying.
Yep.
Like, Charleston. But, like, she'll be fine.
She was not fine.
Partly to blame why she raised a psychopath.
Yeah.
But then again, once you're her friend, she will be there to hide the body. It's like, oh, is someone picking on you? I can get rid of them. It's like, hey, I haven't seen this person lately. Oh, don't worry. They went on they went to the beach. Yeah.
They went to the beach.
It's like, oh, don't worry about that, Mimiko. You didn't. It's like, I wouldn't go to the beach until all the fish are gone. What did you do? I was just feeding some fish.
I was just feeding the fish.
Mimiko, what did you do? Nothing. You get to know a lot of lore about Mimiko.
Yes, indeed. It's probably the other reason why it's like good to have calls about the characters or like with the people who made them too, because we get lore.
Yeah, lore dump.
Lore.
I am expecting lore when you start doing Kansies too, because I would love to hear about that.
Yes.
I didn't get to hear much more from about Alex's character, sadly.
Yeah, he wasn't very talkative, but he was like, you know, commenting on things that I need to improve on with her though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Mimiko is essentially chaotic. It's very chaotic.
Yep. Chaotic by nature.
Yes. When she wants something, though, she goes after it. So, another thing about her is that she actually tried dating a lot of different people. But they all had the same issues. Like, look, you're sweet and all, but you're psycho.
You're a little bit too crazy for me.
It's like, yes, you are as hot as they come, and you're one of the most popular people there is. But you are insane. Like, I don't think I would be safe. Like, I mean, they have a point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're over there, psychotic as can be, brandishing a knife, just swinging it in the air. And then she ended up finding Joshua and Ulrich, who actually put up with her. Well, Joshua, pretty sure he just thought he would never be able to date her. It was like, wait a minute, you want to date me? The hottest girl here wants to date me.
Fuck it, I'm
like,
sold.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's like, why would I turn this down?
Like, this is the hottest girl in the region. She's popular. She's big. She's everything. Why is nobody dating her? And then he finds out. He's like, I understand now, but I'm not leaving.
2 days later.
No, it was just a day when he found out just how insane she was.
2 hours later.
Yeah, he's like, I understand now, but I'm not leaving. Yeah, he apparently he was one of the few people who could actually put up with her antics.
Damn. Godspeed to that man.
The funny thing is that he just found it even more attractive. He's like, God, she can break
He's like,
me.
man, this turns me.
Yeah, it's one of the running jokes for me and Gummy and a few others is like he just stares at her and it's like, mark me down as scared and horny. Oh my. What is wrong with me? What have I entered into? What dark secrets have unlocked in my brain?
Yes.
It's like, this girl can break me, and then in his brain, I hope she does. Wait a minute. Like,
Why'd
hey,
I
wait
think
a
that?
minute. It's like, wait, no.
Why did I think that?
It's like, okay, as long as he doesn't hold the knife to me. Holds the knife to me. Looks down. Who said you can come out? Like, wait a minute. No. Down. It's like,
Down,
oh
boy.
my god. Down, boy, down. Being held at knife point, and his little friend is like, oh, hello there. Well, hello. Then there's Ulrich, who is the complete opposite, who is just like, I'm not scared of you. I already got stabbed by a cult. I'm not scared of you. Just yoinks knife from her and puts it up on the highest possible shelf.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, nope. And the fact that, you know that meme that went around with the CPR Misery song?
Maybe.
Where he's singing I'm in misery while in the background it's like I saved it by giving it CPR. That's basically Mimiko and Ulrich. He is singing the I'm in misery part, and she's singing the CPR part, and then in the background Josh is just singing Lucy's Puff.
Nice.
Like that meme there is just their entire dynamic.
Yes.
Ulrich isn't sure how he got roped into the group. All he knows is that he enjoys watching whatever happens between the two. He's just finding it a joy to see how they interact with each other.
Yeah.
And then he's constantly like, why do I like you? Looking directly at Mimiko. Why do I let you put me through these things? Why must I let you make me suffer? It's like, because you get off on it. It's like, I wish I didn't.
I wish I didn't.
It's like, you have corrupted a pure soul. And she's like, you're not that pure if your family wanted you dead for a cult. It's like, don't bring that up. I had
You're not that pure if I could corrupt you.
Your whole entire family line wanted you to bring back your dead cultist ancestors. Don't say you're pure. You were destined to be corrupted. So yeah, so she has two people that love her to death, but also she is way too much maintenance.
Yeah.
It's like either she's good or they have to keep trying to make sure she doesn't murder someone. Oh, did someone just talk shit? Well, out comes the knife. Time for the stabby.
Time for stabs.
No stab. No stab.
No stab? she just looks over him like, no stab?
It's like, not even little stab?
Maybe
Not even a full
little stab? Tiny stab?
Little stab, yes. Little stab, good. No stab. Tiny stab? No stab. Just a tiny stab. Just a small stabble. It's like, no, not even that. Like,
a tiny stabby.
A little stabby stab.
A stibby
You
stab.
may want to erase. Wait. I was looking at the character's face, and the way that you did her chin makes it look like
Yeah.
the line where her thing was cutting through it.
I do kind of see that, yeah. Yeah, maybe erase that little part.
She has no neck. No neck.
No neck.
She has no neck in this picture.
Oh.
Oh no! What the hell was that?
I don't know.
Oh, also, she has a spike. A spike on her choker.
Yeah, I was gonna do that with the thinner pen because the line's getting a little too close with the other one. There you go.
If I were you, I'd use the thin pen for the entire thing.
I like having the thicker pen.
Yeah.
That's kind of just my style.
Oh, I do the same thing, but I use the same pen that depending on how much pressure I put makes the line thicker or thinner.
I usually just bring out the thinner pen for like details and then like folds.
Ah, so you don't have it where it's pressure sensitive, so that where it's all one fluid movement.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how I have it set. So that where, like, if I want one part to be thicker, I just put a bit more pressure on it. And if I want it to be, like, very thin, I would, like, lessen the pressure on the pen.
I mean, I can have that thing on it too. Like, I've done it like, if I do a light, that's how it comes out. But then if I do it thick, it comes out like that.
Ah. To me, that works better for me.
That
Because
works.
I like having the, like, you've seen the line art, where it's very uniform.
Yeah.
Feels natural. So yeah, the fact that both of her boyfriends are like twice her height, she's so small to them. So canonically, without the high heels on, he is 4'7". And with the heels, he's 5'2". He is shorter than me. And again, her mother is also short, and so is her father. Her father's big, but he has very short legs. Yep. The only reason why he looks so big is because he's a fat ass. Motherfucker never skipped a meal in all his life.
Also, you think the eye position is fine?
The one that's further away should probably be moved over slightly. Like, moved slightly down and further to the side.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Move it slightly down and further to the side. And then it'll actually look a lot better. So, like, move it down and then start moving it to the side a bit. A little bit more. Okay, now move it up just a little.
Not that. I want to do.
No, move it up. Okay, move it to the side again. To the side. A little bit more. There we go. That actually looks a lot better with that position. Because it fits with it more.
Yeah.
Because with the way that you do her head facing.
What about like the irises? Do they look like almost cross-eyed a bit, or is that fine?
Oh, are you talking about her eyes itself?
Yeah, like how the eyes are directioned.
The one on the left probably move over slightly more. No, her left, not ours.
Oh.
Yeah, I went with her left. My mind went her left.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, it would be moving it to our left. By some. There we go. That where it matches up more with how they're looking at us.
Yeah, I agree. I was looking at that for a while, and I was just like, it looks almost cross-eyed.
Yeah, it was slightly over too much that made it look cross-eyed as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks way better now.
Oh, fix the eye part where you remove the shine part. Zoom in.
Huh?
Zoom in. Zoom into that eye. You see it? You see the cut that you took out of it?
Yeah.
Where her eyelashes are? Yeah. You may want to add that eye face back.
Mm-hmm.
No, put the line back.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, I like it so far, though. It's coming out really nice.
She has been beanified.
Yes.
She has been beaned.
Yeah. Is it... How is it seeing it in my style?
She actually looks cute. She looks like a chibi bean.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. That's what I'm going for, is cute, anyways. Cute stabby.
As cute as she can be.
Yes. Alright, I think we're ready to get into the coloring phase now. Actually, wait, let me check all the lines and make sure that they're all fine. I think I did fairly fine on all of them, though. Oh, I see some errors right here.
Oh yeah, poor Pansy, he missed a lot of lore.
Corey finishes drawing as soon as I finish. Man, you were out for a while, Pansy.
It's okay. You can rewatch the thing so you can hear all the lore in that.
Indeed. Yeah, we were talking lore of Mimiko while we were doing all the drawings.
Focus on her chest for me.
Oh.
And like I told you, she doesn't wear a bra, so you'll see the slight outline curves of her breast.
I see. So like maybe underneath or like on this side?
Yeah, on that side and then a slightly underneath on the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, because that is prominent due to her not wearing the thing. You can actually make it more prominent because, again, it's not subtle at all.
Like that?
Erase it. That
Wait,
middle
right.
one.
Oh,
The
just erase
whole
this
middle
part?
one yeah. And then try doing it one more time. Okay, now highlight it and move it over some. Move it to your left. A little bit more. Okay, now move it down slightly. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah, because, yeah, that would be, like, right over there. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're not the only one with responsibility, Corey.
Yeah, you actually might be more of a perfectionist than I am, honestly.
No, I was saying what Pansy was saying.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's like, you're not the only one with responsibilities, Corey.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I bet. But yeah, I think especially, though, when it comes to art and drawing, you're definitely, like, more of a perfectionist than I am.
Yeah, I pay more attention to detail, no matter how tiny. I mean, I've actually drawn this one thing, and I've shown you the pictures of these two, because those are the husbands of Hema. You saw how much detail was in them, and that was a traditional drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do the slight, like, hip where her, like, above her skirt is.
Hold on, give me 1 second. There we go. What?
The slight curve of where her hip comes out.
Oh, right, yeah. That's another detail I forgot about.
Oh, and okay, so you see where you have the line on the right side? The line of the skirt?
Yeah.
Okay, go over one.
Hmm?
Go over one along those lines.
I mean, like, just draw over it?
Beside it. No,
oh.
Go to the next one beside it. Okay, now go up. Okay, now above there, that's where that bullet wound would be at.
Oh, right, yeah, that detail.
The little scar.
Right.
So
First, let me just mark that little spot there. What would it look like again? Ah, okay, yeah. I feel like that might be more of a coloring thing.
What I normally do is that I mark it out with the outline first, with the line art, and then I will do the coloring where it's a different color, and then I'll erase the outline for her.
Okay. Yeah.
So that way you know where it would be at.
Okay. Like that.
And then don't forget the one for her shoulder.
Actually, I think having just those little marks will be fine.
Yep.
And then the one on her shoulder.
Yeah, I always make sure to put like the outline of it first, and then I get rid of the thing for it after I do the coloring.
Yeah. See, with me, I might just keep like these little things here, just because I feel like that these little scars would kind of show a bit on the body.
Well, it is discolored. Because when scars heal, they're normally not the same skin tone as it was originally.
Yeah. I just feel like there might be like still a little bit of protrusion right there, so that's why I kind of want to keep those little lines there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a indent where she was shot, so yeah.
Yeah. Switch to the VC in the server when the stream ends, or are we gonna head off as soon as it's done? I'll be able to stay up a little bit, not too much though.
Aww.
Mostly because I'm tired from work, and also I have things I want to do tomorrow morning. But yeah, I definitely want to try to finish as much of this as I possibly can tonight.
Chris is asking if you want to watch Infinity War.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Haven't we already watched Infinity War, I think, right?
He wants to watch it again. Again?
Why?
Yo, I want to watch Infinity War again. He wants to join me.
Oh, did he literally just posted that in the chat?
Yep.
Interesting. You must finish. I will try. I have more time tonight to do it at least, so. Okay. Alright, now let's get into the coloring phase. Which, if you don't mind, I'm mostly just gonna take from your drawing.
Yep. Believe me, her skin tone was hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever he gets home, he'll start up the thing because he wants to watch it. He's not home yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he gets home later. I'm just confused why he wants to watch Infinity War again. Like, why that movie of all movies?
Maybe because he likes it. I mean, did I have a reason why I wanted to watch Chaotic 6 times in a row and why I'm starting to watch it for a 7th fucking time?
Fair enough. I mean, Infinity War was a good movie, honestly. It's actually probably one of my favorite Avengers movies.
Go down, back to her legs. You skip some of the.
All right,
the
yeah,
patches.
the holes.
Yeah. Because Chris has bad taste.
Chris has bad taste.
Oh, shots fired.
Oof. Someone doesn't like Marvel movies, which I don't blame you.
No, he could just not like Infinity Wars. Some of the Marvel movies, yes, big shocker. Some of the Marvel movies are just, what? Well, some
Yeah,
are just
I
like,
get that.
yeah.
Yeah, I definitely do like the collaboration movies a lot more, but I like some of the hero stories as well too.
Me, I like the ones with Thor, like majority of the ones with Thor in them, with Loki and all that.
Yeah, the Thor movies are pretty good too.
Yeah, because I watched more of the Thor movies than any of the others.
Most superhero movies bore me, says Pansy. I mean,
Yeah,
I can see why you would say that.
I watched mostly the Thor movies, the movies with Deadpool as well.
Yeah.
Like whenever I want to watch a movie that's from there, I'm very picky on which characters I want to watch it about. Don't
Yeah, I
forget the
get
part
you.
of her hair where her pigtails are.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, because one spot is the hair while the other is the metal part.
But yeah, I mean, some of my favorite superhero movies is the Spider-Man ones. I like the Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, because I agree with Pansy. Some of the superhero movies just bore me. Unless they have to do with, like, Norse gods or stuff, or, like, different gods, Greek gods, Norse gods, all sort of stuff like that.
See, at this point, I'm invested too much into the MCU that I just kind of keep watching more of them.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, some of them are definitely a little subpar. Some of them I like a lot more than others, though. A lot of them I think are underrated.
Yep. Hot topic here. Ooh.
I only like a few of the Spider movies because of the memes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Tobey Maguire is a meme in himself.
Lori, zoom in on her face, Lori.
Huh?
Zoom in on her face. Zoom in more. Do you see it? Do you see it?
What, you mean these little parts here?
Yep, they're not colored in.
I know. I usually those parts I'm not usually really able to get with the magic wand tool, so I just kind of do them by hand after everything else is done.
Yeah, I do everything by hand.
I use the magic wand just because it's easier for me. It helps save a little bit of time on some of the parts here. And it looks like this is basically kind of like this color.
Yeah, she has a lot of like reddish tints on her.
Mm-hmm.
That help as accents to the black fabric.
Yeah. She do have a lot of black on her.
Well, she basically her entire family has like a sort of motif that they go with, which is like people that you wouldn't normally like associate with. Mimiko's design is basically a punk biker.
Yeah.
She is a biker chick in design. Which, funny enough, she does have a bike, but she pedals it herself. It has like an engine on it, but she likes to pedal more than anything else. Like she could use the engine to boost how fast she pedals. Also, think about it. She's using a bike with those shoes. It's a
Yes.
custom-made bike that works with her shoes.
Yeah, I bet. I also remember what you
Basically,
said with the bottom part here being a different shade of black.
yeah, they're a lot darker. Also, you missed the waistband.
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, the waistband.
Yes, you have
Ah,
a very thin waistband.
yeah.
I know, it's very thin. Sometimes even I forget about it at times. I'm like, wait a minute.
I think I might just be able to. I might just be able to put it right above her. Yeah, I might be able to just draw it like right above. Cause I'm wondering if I
Yeah.
needed to redo the coloring on here, but I think this will be fine. Okay,
Yeah,
and I
'cause the
already expanded it.
waistband is the same, like, darker black. Oh, there you go. And again, so basically how Mimiko came about was that when playing Pokemon Sword for the first time, I made Mikaya in it, but I couldn't make her as a character in there. So I ended up making a completely different character that I just called as, because again, it was essentially supposed to be Mikaya, but as I was RPing as the character, I'm like, oh look, this is going to get confusing because Mikaya is from Fire Emblem. So we ended up changing her name during an RP to Mimiko. So Mimiko is essentially an alternate character of Mikaya. Because, again, she was originally called Mikaya in the game, but because they didn't have the clothing, like this was the first time that I played the game, so they didn't have the clothing that I wanted for Mikaya. So I ended up creating a completely different character who went by Mikaya. But in RP terms, it was completely confusing because it was a completely separate character. Like a whole brand new character that just didn't fit with the name. So we ended up changing the name to Mimiko.
Okay.
And that's how Mimiko was born. So because they didn't have the right clothing for Mikaya in the Pokemon game, which was more flowy outfits and dresses than what they had, especially lacking the specific colors that was required. And I just went with, well, I like this character, these type of clothes, because they make the character punk rock and more like a biker. So the clothes that she has is based off of the studded outfit in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Obviously, the jacket is cropped instead of the long one.
Yeah. Also, are these things white up here?
They're actually metal. They're silver.
So they're more silver. Okay, I want to make sure of that before I color them white.
Yeah, so basically the studs on her, the hair accessories, and then the metal on her shoes are all silver.
Okay.
Yep,
oh wait, so these studs are silver too?
Yep, they're all the same base color.
Okay. So then I think those are the only things that are white. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the things on our face are the only thing that are white.
Yep. But yeah, that's basically how Mimiko came to be. She started off as, she was supposed to be Mikaya, but as a Pokemon trainer. They didn't have the right hairstyle, and then they didn't have the right clothing. So I ended up making a completely different character that just took the name Mikaya, which never fit for that character. So as I played through it, instead of reading Micaiah, I read Mimiko the entire time.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And I know you noticed, because every time I said, like, whenever we did the Pokemon battles for Sword and Shield, I would say, well, I'm using Mimiko, but the character name in the game always read Micaiah. Yep. It always read Micaiah, but I always called her Mimiko. Yep. That's the whole reason how Mimiko ended up becoming a character, was because of the lack of clothing options and hair options in the game.
Yes.
Because I was expecting it to be extremely customizable with all of the outfits like Sun and Moon. Because altogether there are 85 outfits for each, for like male and female in Sun and Moon.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 80 like different shirts, 80 like altogether they have 40 different pairs of shorts, shirts, and pants, and hair accessories, and hats for the female character in Sun and Moon. And the same goes with the male character. But he has like more pants available and more shirts available, as well as the socks and shoes. Now I was expecting the same thing for Sword and Shield, but they sort of kind of capped that at like maybe 40 different shirts available. So they didn't have as many clothing options as they did in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. Because that's what I was going off of. I was thinking that Sword and Shield would have the massive amount of articles of clothing like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon, but they didn't. Because I was able to make her in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Then after that, I ended up deciding not to use the Fire Emblem characters as Pokemon characters, so they ended up becoming their own thing. And I do have other Pokemon protagonists OCs, like with the Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Like, I have Sun and Moon as their nickname, but basically it's Jason and Momokun, who are actually brother and sister. I do need to get around to drawing them, though. They would be an interesting pair, because, again, one is like, basically, one is black and one is white because their parents are biracial and like interracial and all that.
Yeah.
In the game, you see your character's mother as always having dark skin, whereas your character has any skin tone you can pick, like the 4 different skin tones. But your mother would always have the same skin in Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. So basically, it made the headcanon that that was the same mother, but just the 2 characters just went on separate adventures of their own. So they essentially were brother and sister. One had darker skin, whereas one had pale skin, and Jason was the one with darker skin, but he has white eyes and brighter hair, so close to like a platinum hair color. Whereas his sister had darker eyes with the black hair. I really do need to draw them because they are some interesting characters.
Yeah, I bet.
The way they're designed in my head. Like,
yeah.
I do them. I should probably draw them eventually. But yeah, you found out where Mimiko originated and how she came to be.
Yes, indeed.
And we both know that when Scarlet and Violet come out, I'm going to be making 2 more new Pokemon OCs that are based off of the clothing options that you get in the game.
Yes, indeed.
More protagonist OCs. Let's go.
Let's go. I should be able to select that, damn. Okay.
So yeah, Mimiko was originally Nikea from Fire Emblem. But due to the way that Pokemon Sword and Shield customization went, I couldn't really do it that well. Which is why, when Mimiko was first created, she had Nikea skin tone. Until I changed it up to be exactly what Nikea is supposed to, what Mimiko's actual family is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So she originally had a slightly paler skin. And that's the main reason why she has red eyes too, because Nikea had red eyes.
Ah.
Yep. So basically, the only thing that she has that is similar to Nikea is the fact that she has pigtails and that she has red eyes, and that is about it.
Everything else is original.
Yep. Pretty much. So that's the only similarity between the two now, is that they have the same eyes and they both have pigtails. Yeah, because I was going for the big spiral pigtails, but they didn't have spiral pigtails. Yep.
I mean, like how Marissa does.
Yep. Nikea has these large purple spiral hair.
Ah.
Yeah, I made her in Miitopia, remember? I made Nikea in Miitopia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hair similar to that. And her hair color was originally purple, which is not a color you can get in the game.
Bruh.
There was a nut. That was one of the other reasons. So, on top of not having the clothing options, and not having the hair options, and not having the color of the hair options, Mimiko ended up becoming her own thing. She was gonna keep the name Nikea, but during RPing with Gummy, we found it to be distracting because we kept thinking of the actual Nikea. It's like, no, it's too confusing because the two characters that are completely different have the same name.
Yeah.
So we changed the name. And it ended up working out really well, too.
Mm-hmm.
So now Nikea and Mimiko are two completely different characters, and Mimiko is her own little thing. She is by far, completely different than what she was originally supposed to be based off of.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, she's a fan character of an OC. She was inspired by Nikea.
Yeah.
But whereas Nikea is kind, loving, and wouldn't hurt a soul, Mimiko would stop you without question and then ask about 3 hours later what.
Yeah.
Stab you, walk away, come back 3 hours later, and then ask the question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quite opposite sides of the spectrum right there.
Oh, also, the go down, to change the outline for the band around her waist because it's gray.
Oh, that
Yep,
okay.
Look. Yep, you see, it's gray. No, I'm saying on your outline, Corey. On your outline for the waistband around her waist.
Yeah.
The outline for it is not black, it's gray.
Oh.
Yep. Now, stop looking back over to mine.
I was
saying your outline. Your outline. Your outline. Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom. Zoom. Your outline for the top of her waistband for her skirt is gray. No, the outline. Outline, not filled color. Outline.
wow, I did not even notice that.
Yes, you finally noticed. Yes, your outline for... Yes, that. It's gray, it's not black.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. That's so funny.
I'm like, look at it.
It's
Quit looking back over to mine. Your outline.
Yeah. I think I selected like an off color of black rather than the regular black that it was supposed to be. That's how that ended up like that.
I can't believe you kept looking over like it's fine.
Well,
it's
it's because I thought you were talking about this whole section here. I was just like, is that how it's supposed to be on there?
No, I said your outline of the waistband. Outline, not the colored section. Outline.
Yeah. See, now if I just colored over it like this, I know it would look weird because it's just going with the pixels.
Yep.
Yeah, it would look like that, so I wouldn't like that. So I think the best thing to do with this is just erase it and then redo it.
Yeah. Yeah, but Corey, when I say outline, what do you think?
And
obviously, you weren't thinking about the outline of your drawing.
Well, I wasn't thinking the outline of the drawing. I was literally thinking, like, you know, when you said, I was thinking the band of the waistband, basically, of the skirt.
I was telling you the location.
That was where my mind went.
The outline of your waistband, because again, that's the outline of the waistband was gray instead of black like the rest of your outline.
Yeah. And again, that's such a small little detail because of how, like, off it was that I wouldn't have even noticed it.
Yep. The fact that I had to yell at you, it's like, no, yours. Stop looking back over to mine. It's your outline. Your outline. Corey! I'm over here having a fucking fit because you barely noticed.
Yep. I literally didn't notice that.
I'm dying, Corey. It's your fault. I wasn't yelling at you at first. I'm like, yeah, the outline right above the waistband is gray instead of black, and you're like, you were looking at it like, but the way you're doing
but it's correct.
You're like, it's fine, it's fine.
No, it's fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, now let me get back to the coloring here.
It was so subtle. It was very subtle, so you didn't even notice.
He's another hole for not listening. No, I was listening, I just didn't understand. That was my issue. I didn't understand what she was talking about until I was just like, oh, that.
Oh, yeah, Corey forgets that I can tell the slight differences between colors.
Yeah. Like, your ability to see differences in colors is actually better than mine, and that's kind of scary.
You want to know the reason?
Oh, yeah?
I color on my tablet at the darkest setting of light.
Oh.
Uh-huh. because of how my eyes are, I have to have the lighting on my tablet as dark as possible.
Mm.
So all of the colors that you see on my picture, like if you scroll over to my picture, like you see how bright the colors are
Yeah.
for you? For me, like take your, okay, take, like just drop your lighting for your computer all the way down to 0. Yeah, so drop it all the way down to like 1.
Yeah, but see, I don't know about doing my like lighting, but I do want to like let's try this out. I'm gonna put like a black box over it to kind of, and then opacity it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how like, okay, now start getting rid of the opacity, like start making it see-through. Okay, make it a bit darker. That's how bright my tablet is.
Wow. Okay then.
That is what I work with.
That is quite a difference.
Yep. That is how dark I keep my tablet. It has no lighting on it. It is at its lowest lighting. That is how I can tell the difference, because your drawings are much brighter.
Yeah.
So I can actually see the difference as much easier.
Yeah, I bet. Also,
Remember,
yeah, another thing I was thinking too is like, my TV right now also is kind of at a slightly lower brightness setting than it should usually be. So things might look brighter for other people as I'm sharing it rather than how I'm seeing it.
Yep. But because I keep like my drawing tablet on the lowest possible brightness, I can actually tell the difference between the colors a lot easier when they're at full brightness.
Mm-hmm.
So the only time that I get to see my drawings in full brightness is when I look at it on my computer or my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing all the shading and detail work. And whenever I'm streaming it, it automatically streams it at a higher brightness. So there's nothing I can do about that.
Right.
But on my end, it stays at the lowest setting. So like, whenever I'm sharing it with you guys, you're seeing it through the brightness setting on your devices.
Yeah.
But on mine, the brightness is at like 0. Because I don't like how bright my devices are. Yeah.
I mean, I naturally have like my phone and stuff at like a very small brightness as well too, because if I was looking at my phone at full brightness the whole day, it would definitely be glaring in my eyes, and I would not enjoy it.
Yep. And that's another reason why I end up putting like everything on a darker setting. So not only is my background always dark while I'm doing the sketches, but basically I can tell the difference between the dark colors, and I can actually match colors really well. So remember that Kaz Kaor drawing I did?
Mm-hmm.
I matched the colors for those characters by eye. Without having to like do the color drop on them, like how you're doing.
Yeah.
So I basically looked at it from my computer, and I kept mixing, like fiddling with the colors until I got it matching their tones. And then with the shading on top of it to fully match with how they look.
Yeah. See, I couldn't do that. I'm way too used to doing color drop, because that helps match the colors up perfectly always.
Yep. But because I didn't look, I was like in the middle of streaming in a different server, so I didn't want to download the picture and then open up my thing to these people that I know off of Twitter. And basically, I know these people, but I don't want them having my email account. Like,
Yeah.
I know these people, I trust these people, but they don't need to be seeing my email account. Because
Yeah.
I remember Nancy said that whenever I open up my thing to drop in a picture onto the Autodesk for references, it opens up and shows my email address.
Yeah, it shows your email. Yeah.
I don't know how to disable that. So instead of like opening and having to close the Discord screen share, I just decided to eye it and just drop the colors in from how I could see it on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm pretty sure Pansy is screaming at you too along with me. It's like, listen, Tori, listen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not his fault, he's colorblind.
Indeed. How dare I be so colorblind? It's a crime.
It's a crime. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
But yeah, it like, so like you noticed how I noticed a lot of minor details on your drawings.
Yep.
And whenever you were drawing, like every time you draw, like me saying like there in the chat, it's like right there, right fucking there.
Yeah, it's just like I can see it perfectly, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Now you know what I'm doing in the chat when I'm not in call with you while you're doing the drawings, and I'm just screaming
Yeah.
in the chat.
Just screaming, and I'm just like, what the hell are you guys on about?
Well, now you know. Every time I start screaming in the chat, you're like, wait a minute, they know something's wrong.
They know something I don't.
It's like, they can see it, but I can't. It's like, where is it? Where is it?
I'm gonna be constantly paranoid about everything now.
It's like, wait a minute, they can see the things, and I can't. It's like, where is it? Where is it? Stop being colorblind, Corey, or you're grounded.
Wow, okay then.
Fair,
That's something to ground someone over, I guess.
to be fair,
Oh, that's...
he didn't know that it was a different shade of black.
Yeah, I actually couldn't see it.
Also, the waistband is the same color as the frills at the end of her skirt. Yeah. Color picker tool, where are you? Is it not wanting to pick a color?
Okay, that's interesting.
It's not wanting to do the color pick?
Oh, that's a zoom tool. Rush? Hello? Oh, why is it trying to use the zoom? Hold on a second. I think I screwed up for a quick second, looked like. We'll say his zoom is not there just to make him go completely mental, right? I believe it.
Now, I believe Pansy would do that to you, but me, no. If I'm screaming in the chat, you know there's something
There's a
wrong
damn good
with
reason
this
for it.
It's like, wait a minute, why is Cyber Danger going fucking nuts in the chat? Oh shit, what do they see? Wait a minute, where is it? Because, like, honestly, if you look back at all your drawing streams, that's the only time I start screaming in the chat. It's like, why do you not see it? I see it. How do you not see it? It's right there.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
But yeah, that's the main reason why I go ape shit in your chat. Is because I can see something that you don't. And again, it's something that gets easily overlooked. I mean, I do that stuff too. And then I like, whenever I take a break, that's the reason why I make myself take a break from it for a while. And then whenever I go back, I end up noticing it.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna restart my Photoshop because it's acting weird now.
Save. Did you save?
I did.
Save? Okay.
I've been saving regularly.
It's like every time you save, it's like you decide to restart Photoshop, and then you're like, okay, time to open it. Wait, where's the file? Where's the file? Where
My
is
file.
it? No! Oh my goodness. But yeah, like, I want to, like, help point out the small things that get easily overlooked. And
Okay, now I can draw again. Yeah, I know what the hell that was.
But yeah, because of how small it is for you to normally overlook, you wouldn't see it, which is why I screamed.
Scree.
Okay, can you
Yeah,
send it back to me?
I'm just getting everything on the stream first. There we go. And share
Watch,
screen.
when Chloe tries to open it, the file becomes corrupt. It's just Mimiko now face first in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you open up the thing and it's just her, like all the pictures, like every head of hers on the screen is just staring directly at us, close up, just staring.
Yeah. Of course, as I open it, the file becomes corrupt, right?
Yes. And Mimiko is just staring at us like, I see you there.
Yeah. I think I did some kind of weird combination on my what I was pressing down on the tablet pen to make it think that I was doing something else, and it kind of locked me out of using my drawing tool.
Yeah, I was about to say those part is part of her like sleep thing.
Yep. I realized that now. That's what I was gonna fix before Photoshop decided to be wonky with me.
It's like Photoshop is like, I don't think you do. It's like, you see something finally? I don't think so. Wait a minute, Corey, zoom in more. Zoom in more.
Zoom.
Zoom. You did not color everything in. I see speckles of purple. Of the maroon, I mean. Zoom in more. Zoom in more. Zoom in more. Zoom. 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 Okay, now take the purple. Nope, take the purple. Take the purple. No. Yes. Do you see? I'm gonna let you look at it. And you're gonna tell me why it looks like there's blood on it.
Interesting how that wasn't.
Like, right there, it's purple. Yes, it looks like tiny little blood spatters on the thing.
Yeah. I think I got
Yeah,
it.
like the part that you colored from maroon to purple. There are little splatters of maroon still in it. So you kind of like miss coloring over it.
Like all around the top band here. Oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Because of that, yeah.
Yeah, there's still some specks left.
Apparently I wasn't thorough enough with that.
Yep, you still got some specks. I'm staring right at it.
There's still
I'll
some?
let you know when you get it. Okay, go down. Wait. Okay, go to the left a little. Go back to the right a bit. Wait, stop going so fast. Okay, there! You got it! You got it!
Yeah. Again, it's very hard to see those pixels.
Yep. But even from like when you're zoomed out, I managed to see the pixels.
Huh.
Like, I am so detail oriented in drawing that I see a misplaced pixel.
Okay, I think I got just about everything else that I want here.
scary how well I can see the pixels.
You also need to color the maroon a bit more as well. Oh yeah, yeah. You mean the parts that I just got as you were typing that?
Yeah, again, the typing is a bit delayed.
Yep. That's why Cyber is with me right now. Alright. So it's around this time I would usually end the stream, but we got a little bit more time tonight to finish this up, so I want to get the shading done.
I'm pretty sure you can do like a basic sort of shading on her. That'll, yeah, I can't talk. Brain is malfunctioning. Hold on, rebooting.
Rebooting. I wrote a bit sooner, you would just write it way after the fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least I got it. That's all that matters.
Don't forget the bottom lipstick on her lower lip.
Would you see it with that grin?
Huh?
I was wondering if you would see it with at least like with how her smile is or not.
No, it would be a little bit more prominent and not as thin. So you may want to put it at the lower part of her lip a bit more. Wait, you don't even have it on there. It's more near the middle part. Yeah. You need to focus for Basically, look. Zoom in on the one where she's making the crazy face.
Yeah, because I kind of noticed it here too.
Yeah, like that's the only place that it's gonna be at.
Okay.
So it doesn't go to the sides, but like directly in the middle where you didn't have it colored.
Wait. There you go.
So
like right.
Like there. There you go. You need to focus for it. He's trying his best. He's trying his best.
I've been through a long day today, guys.
He's trying his best.
I worked 10 hours today. Give me a break.
I feel like Pansy's just going to say, no excuse, focus, or get another hole.
Exactly. Alright, babe, let's get into the shading now. Oh, also, I forgot that this is on the shading layer, by the way. This is now the lipstick layer.
Oh, no. Also, zoom in on the knife. You kind of miss coloring in the knife some.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Also, the bottom part of her knife, where the big curve is actually a darker shade of blue. It's a darker shade of silver. So it has a slightly darker blue hue to it.
Oh, I mean...
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean here, yeah.
Yep, it has a slightly bluer hue to it.
Okay.
Corey always throws lipstick all over the mouth instead of where the actual lips are supposed to be.
Look, I don't draw many characters with makeup, so I'm not very experienced with all that.
Yeah, Mimiko is one of the few characters who actually does have makeup. And even then, her makeup is very, like, limited. So, essentially, Mimiko has simple makeup on. Just the bottom lip, and then just simple eyeshadow. Along with how her eyelashes normally are. But other than that, that's pretty much it. I don't really do many characters that have makeup on, unless it depends on which character they have. Like, depending on which character has it, it depends entirely on if it fits with the character.
Yeah. Okay. Now for the shading.
I
think I'll start with this.
I will tell you now that Mimiko has one of the more difficult skin tones for me to do, besides Zachary.
Yeah.
Because hers is borderline between the white and tan, which makes it incredibly difficult, because if I give it too much shading, she has a blacker skin tone. But if I do it with too little shading and a bit too much highlight, it gives her white skin tone. She is extremely difficult for me to do proper shading for, because she's on the very edge of being like that sort of, I think her skin tone is not coffee, it's not tan either, it's like sort of a light hazel.
Yeah.
Like a sort of a hazel color.
Mm-hmm.
So hers is a lot more difficult, whereas Zachary has a more, his skin tone, I think I actually looked up the color of his skin tone before, but I can't recall the name of it, is more along the lines of like a sort of deep, very deep ombre sort of mocha. Because he has like extremely dark skin color, which is very hard to shade, because the shading for it, if I put too much shading, it just blocks it out as black, just straight, pure black that slowly turns to a dark brown, and I'm like, no, why did I do this to myself? Why did I give him the skin color? And I was like, because he looks gorgeous with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, curse you, creative mind.
Yeah.
Because Zachary does have very beautiful skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very difficult to shade it properly. Devon ends up proving like difficult at times, because he has a sort of like orange hue to his skin.
Yeah.
Like, his skin tone is mocha, but he has a slight orange reddish tint to his skin tone. Whereas Ulrich is just coffee, I think. No, he's actually something related, like something sand. I'd have to look up the exact like color coordinates and just look up the number color again. Oh, hey, Beth. Are you gonna talk?
Talk. Speak to us, cat.
He's just all mirror.
All mirror. Cat stream, let's go. Yes.
Yes. She just came in and she's just like, She managed to make one tiny mew during all that. She just wants some pets.
Yeah.
She just wants pets. Oh, bad. She is spoiled.
Spoiled.
She is a spoiled cat.
Oh, oops, that is coloring.
Oh,
Let me get rid of all the work I just did right there.
What did you do? Now, this is what I like about my...
Wrong layer!
So hey, Corey.
Yeah.
Question. Do you lock the layers?
I usually lock the layers that I just don't want to move. Other than that, they don't really need to be locked.
Yeah, because basically what I do is that I lock the layers that I'm not working on. Yes, they do. But she is spoiled.
It's actually not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, so basically what I do is that I lock all the layers that I don't want to put anything onto, and then I just work on the layers that I want to focus on. And then I will add, like, I know you've watched me do drawing in Discord.
Yeah.
Where I have 2 layers. I have the base layer and then the shaded layer. And how I work is that I do the base layer, and then I lock that layer. And then I duplicate it, so that way I have the base color, and then I put the different shading things to it, and then blend it together on a separate layer. And then once I have it the way I want it, I add the shaded layer to the other shaded layers. And I just keep doing that over and over.
Yeah. See, sometimes it's obvious, but not when I'm doing the black.
Yep. But yeah, that's normally what I do. I usually lock the layer that I'm not working on.
Uh-huh. See, I would do that too, but I have to constantly select this layer, stuff on this layer, so I can get the shading I want to get done on these parts. So that doesn't necessarily work with me too much.
What, babe? What? Meow?
Meow.
Will you meow for us? No, she's just purring.
She purr. All cats must be spoiled. Yes, they deserve all of the love and affection.
Now, Corey, you sent that a few minutes ago, and you just now reading that?
Well, I was focused on the drawing.
Cool. You already have meaty wet food in your bowl. You already have treaties in your bowl. And you already have a bowl full of food. You also have fresh water and a clean liquor. There's nothing else for you.
But she needs human affection.
She got that all day. The little hoe wouldn't get off me. She would not get off. Crying out loud, she's trying to steal my socks. She does not get human food. I've been trying to feed her human food. She will beg for it. I give it to her, and she just spits it out and looks at me, and then swipes another piece of human food, tastes it, and spits it out, and then she will walk away.
Damn.
The only time she doesn't do that is when I'm eating salad. She'll steal my salad, particularly my spinach. Yes, she enjoys eating spinach. And if my salad does not have spinach in it, she will glare at me. So I have to have pieces of spinach for her with a little bit of bacon ranch on it. Because she is a spoiled hoe.
Indeed.
But yeah, she will steal my spinach. Because she has no shame.
No shame.
No shame. No shame.
Those are close together.
Good.
Oh, hey, Chris. How's it going?
I can start screaming if you want me to, Chris.
No burning of the cats.
I can scree if you want me to, Chris.
Scree.
Scree to the point that everyone's ears bleed.
Band.
My voice is getting very high pitched.
Cyber's quiet. I do have the stuff muted down a little bit, but I checked the levels. She's still able to be heard at least.
Corey doesn't want me to be heard. He's trying to
see the way I do it is I can at least still hear her over the music. So if I can hear over the music, I know you guys definitely can.
Little does he know he has me on like 1%, so the music overtakes me. That or Chris was just deaf. You should have been here earlier, because I was yelling at Blue. I was yelling at Corey.
There you go. Adjust our volume just a little bit.
He's silencing me for yelling at him earlier.
Cancel, Corey.
You cannot silence the danger. Otherwise,
there is
danger
no
will
silencing.
come for you.
Exactly. Otherwise, Mimiko will come out of the screen and stab me.
He will give you a new butthole.
No, no.
Yes, come here. Come here, Blue. Come here. It's time for your new butthole surgery. Thanks.
No.
Yes, Corey already got canceled. I don't know how he got back.
You know, so people can be canceled multiple times. I'm sure it's happened before.
We're gonna have to do this again, old man. But do we have to teach you this lesson again, old man?
He's still streaming, so we haven't canceled him enough. Well, obviously the canceling isn't working then.
Don't worry, Mimiko will get him canceled soon. We will come to his house and give him a new butthole.
There will be a cancellation upon my life.
It's like, okay now, Corey, bend over. This won't hurt a bit. Don't worry, it's lubed up. But it's a knife. Don't worry, it's lubed up.
That's a knife.
It's like, don't worry, you'll be fine. I'm just going to give you a new one. Oh yeah, because I have the thing muted, I have not heard any of the music.
Okay. Spider Dance is playing right now. Which I dare say is pretty fitting for Mimiko, actually.
There is this one song that I've actually came across that fits her so well, but there's like no lyrics to it. I don't know what happened to it. Hold on, let me see if I can actually look up the name of it. I'm pretty sure it's saved on a playlist.
Okay.
So let's see.
Corey has spider fetish confirmed. Actually, no. I have spirophobia? That's the word. I very much don't like spiders. It's scared.
Okay, one of the songs is by Madame Macabre called Dustlit Carnival Instrumental.
Dustlit Carnival?
Yep.
Huh.
Another one that doesn't have any lyrics to it is called Picking by Sin. P-I-N.
Yes, the word is arachnophobia. Yes. That's the one.
sure there was more on here that actually fit her. Here's another one, and this one even says that it's royalty free, so it's actually free to use music. But it's called Haunted House Party.
Haunted House Party. Ooh.
There's also one called Goita.
Ah.
Do it.
Chris said the music makes him want to play Payday. Hey, it's not my fault that Payday music slaps.
Yes. There is another one that sounds more like, it's sort of like just her being in her neutral state, which that alone is unnerving if she's staring you down like a soulless creature of the night. It's called Goita by Peter Gundry.
Oh yeah?
Yep. I got a few of them that work well for her.
Payday stream win? Good question. It would be a nice idea. See, the thing is, if we did a Payday stream, I'd want to do it with like everyone I know that owns Payday, so we can get like a full group going. Because I know me and Chris own it, and I think Alex owns it as well. And does Pansy own it too? I do. Okay. We could probably do that then. We could do it with all four of us.
Also, Chris, you should have been in here earlier because I was screaming at Corey.
Yeah. Yes. I was making artist mistakes, and she was reading.
Basically, I said the outline above the waistband is dark gray instead of black, like the rest of your outline. And this dumb mofo is just like, but I don't see anything wrong.
Which an outline?
Zooms in, and I'm like, it's right there. Your outline continues to go over to mine to look at a reference. It's like, I don't see. It's like, I do not see. I'm like, your outline. Stop panning over to my drawing. It's on your side.
What's an outline?
This dumbass don't know how to do line art. Doesn't know outline.
What is outline? I don't know. I can flex my shotgun sniper. Oh yeah, that's right. Your what was it? Sniper repellent? I think that's what it was called. What do you mean, Corey's to be confirmed? I thought this was fact. I thought this was a known fact.
Yeah, that's right. Chris can't scroll up the chat. Whenever you join the chat, you don't get to see everything that was been posted before you joined.
Yeah. A shotgun that can headshot snipers. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it should work, but it does somehow.
Imagine getting a sniper rifle and going up to people and shooting them at the range of a shotgun. And having a shotgun that does a snipe shot.
Yeah.
That is concerning.
Yeah.
That's not how that's supposed to work.
It is not.
Oh, yes. hiding my minigun. Being all stealthy.
Stealth with a minigun.
Look, I actually played one game called Brink, and
Brink.
you had to do it. Yes, the name of the game was called Brink.
I remember it. Yep.
So basically, you could choose between a twink, a medium-sized character build, and a massive guy. And I chose the biggest guy, and I toted around a Gatling gun. You need to add highlights on her skin, Corey.
Yeah, no. I was just kind of comparing these two.
But you can basically have this guy carry around a giant Gatling gun, and you can sneak around using him. If you have the right thing. Like, the game Brink was such a short game, but it was like a good game. But because of how short it was, and because hardly nobody knew what Brink was, it was kind of like an obscure shooter game.
Yep.
But I liked the idea that you could choose the body shape of your character. Because I know in like some games that are shooter, you don't get to choose the body shape. But
Yeah.
I really liked that. And the fact that I only played it because it was being rented out at the library of all places.
Yeah.
It was a good game. Like, I wish they'd allow you to do character customization for the body type for the characters. Also, I don't know why, but seeing those color, like the highlights on Mimiko, makes her hair look like rubber.
Yeah. I'll finish with it a little bit more, but it's I'm just kind of like at least putting down where I think they should be.
You should use highlights of the actual color, not white.
Well, I can do blending tools. It's just I'm at least just trying to put down where I think they should be.
Oh yeah.
Because that's usually what I've done with some of these two before in the past, was I just kind of like mark them down, and then I use the blending tools to kind of help make them into the color and shading I want.
Quick help, my cat's got a gun.
Your cat's got a gun.
The cat's got a gap. You heard a cat in a hat, and I would be prepared for a cat with a gap.
Cat with a gap. I know.
The cat, the cat.
I know.
Cat with the gap.
These purple things are metal here too, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, I like how Chris knows how to spell stealth. Yep.
Stealth. Yeah.
Yep.
He do stealth.
He be stealth.
He be stealth.
Funny enough, the pink part of the front of her shoe is not metal, but it's a very hard plastic.
Ah, so it still kind of shine a bit.
Yep.
Okay.
You can't keep cutting. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. He was not good with keyboard.
Yeah, overlay is usually the one I do for it.
Ah, so you don't even do the proper shading of highlights yourself then.
Yes. I do a thing that's called cheating.
How dare.
And it works.
It works if your character looks like a piece of rubber.
I don't look rubbery.
Her hair does. Then again, that's just me. Oh, I know how you can fix that. Go back to her hair and do the line things, but like do a few extra lines beside it. Like everywhere where you have the highlight, like do 2 more line things next to them that sort of look similar to like hair. So it looks more natural instead of just the one streak.
When it comes to hard cheating is moral. Very true. He opens the Photoshop and just has the brush do it for him.
You're right.
Again, this is like my style though. Like this is how I usually do the lines. Like I feel like if I did it the other way, like you said, sure, how well it would come out.
You know what's funny? Zoom out so you can see both our drawings. Okay. One was done in Photoshop and one was done in Autodesk.
Can you tell which one?
Gee, I wonder which one's Photoshop. The one that he paid money for.
But I did get some cool tools that I like using with this, at least.
I don't see you ever using the tools. Immediately gets kicked out of the call. How dare you question me?
Photoshop catches on and deletes you from existence. Like I don't want you talking shit about our product.
It's like, who are you? It's like, this is what I can do with a free app.
Yeah, actually, I do kind of like the 2-line method. It's an interesting little thing.
Yeah, it works well for the hair because the hair is not going to have like a single highlight catch. There's going to be like multiple different strands that catch it. Like, if you looked at the new drawing that I did of Zachary and Devon, I actually improved on the hair quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the single line strand is better for like, you know, skin because you usually only see like that hard outline of the light catching it like that. And also metal.
Also, it'd make more sense to be on her jacket because that's actually leather.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about the leather of the jacket.
Yeah, it'll show up more on the shine on her jacket because it is leather.
What about the choker? Is that also leather?
It is a type of leather, but not the kind that would actually shine. It's more of a matte leather.
Okay.
Yeah. There is a difference between, like, depending on the type of leather it is. You have, like, the shiny leather that picks up more light, and then you have the ones that don't pick up hardly any light at all.
Mm-hmm. And the skirt would be about the same thing, too?
Yep. But only the top part of it, not the bottom part.
Okay, yeah, so this part up here.
Yep.
Okay.
Because the frill part is actually a different type of leather. It's more of a sort of organic rather than synthetic leather, as the rest of her outfit is.
Okay.
So basically, synthetic leather shines more, whereas actual leather doesn't.
Okay. What about her boots?
Her boots do not shine.
Okay. Yeah, just the metal parts on them.
Yeah, because they're more of like a cloth sort of mesh.
Yeah. Okay.
Like very stretchy fabric.
Also, let me see if I can do
God.
what I want to do with this
I
again,
just
too.
have thought. What if you use my drawing insignia and just put blue Zuka into it?
Oh, yeah?
Turtle.
Actually, I kind of like the gray more with her. But then again, I'm not sure if I want to do a different color for her background or not. But yeah, what if I do something like you have for yours? Like at least one of these colors.
Yeah, ever since I started doing my own custom backgrounds, I've been getting pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the one with Zachary? Like, that one was amazing, and it shined, too. Like, it gave off light.
Yeah.
I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it, but I made it sparkle.
Alright, duplicate the coloring.
If Chris is still in the chat.
Yeah.
I like how in the Twitch alerts, it's like Gummy's like, wait, you draw? And Chris is like, wait, you stream?
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
after the stream, I'll head into the call where you are.
Who's that? Who's that character?
Stab.
It won't be that big. 20. 50?
Yeah, I'll be heading in there soon. I like that you can see part of her smile from her lipstick.
Yeah,
And it's very unnerving. It's like you just see the slight little smile.
Yeah. I'm kind of wondering if I should keep that in the shadow or not, to be honest. Well, then again, it might not be there once I do the perspective warp.
It's not going to be there once you put the character back over it, though. That's the only thing I don't do, is that I don't put the shadow. I don't know why I kept saying Favo, or yeah. I don't do, like, the shadow for the character on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Corey. I just had a thought. Instead of having her shadow, why don't you make a black sort of blob of a dust snore? It's basically a ball with giant arms and then a little cone for a head. Like, if she has her freaking dust snore as a shadow behind her, because it's her signature Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll join the VC though too. Yeah, that could be an interesting idea though. Yeah, but yeah, I have to remember how the Dusknoir looks again. But yeah, that could be interesting. Because this is normally what I do for the shading, is I just do this little kind of trick here. and I usually like
So-
opacity it like that much.
That is her like signature Pokemon. Is literally the thing that if you get eaten by it, it tears your soul from your body and just slowly disintegrates it inside, and as it just spits out your husk of a body on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Like it steals your soul and slowly tears it asunder as it uses your soul to fuel its life. Incredibly terrifying.
Yes, indeed. Alright, here, let's try it out then. Let's see, how does Duskborn Nora look then again? Start also with this? Oh, that's white.
Oh no. Wrong color.
Oh, the shadows come in and converge here. And then, yeah, I think I remember Dusknor kind of just looks like big blob guy, and then he has like an arm coming out from over here. Another one kind of coming out from here.
Basically, you want to do like a circle, like a big giant circle for the body, and then long sort of pipe for the arms, and then a cone, like for the head. It just looks like a big blob guy.
And then a cone for the head, you said?
Hold on. Let me pull up
Big blob guy.
Well, technically, he is a giant ghostly blob. Hold on, I'm sending it to you.
I know that he had like the little like creepy hands where he's like, ooh, spooky.
Yes, indeed. I mean, I drew her Dusknor holding him before while doing a fan art for someone. There it is.
All right. Yeah, it's like it's like a Trapicone. Okay.
Yep.
And it's got the little flaps on the end. Okay, I think I got that.
And then you can just do like where the head would be. Just do a bright red. It's like, yeah, there's something not quite right with her shadow. It's like, what the hell is that? It's like, you don't want to know. You do not want to know. Dude's drawing Jack Frost behind her. He-hoo! Yes, it's he-hoo.
He-hoo.
He-hoo cometh. Gotta have blood red.
Actually, wait, let me see this again. Okay, I see it. I want to have like the outline of its eye in the background too.
Yeah. Oh my god, and then you add like the mouth of it too, because the mouth actually on his stomach glows. That is the key feature in the game, is that it glows. So you just see its mouth and its eye, and you're like, wait a minute. What the hell is that in your shadow? Yeah, the mouth and the eyes would be gold. And then his normal eye would be blood red. Like
I just wanted to have it like standing out from the shadow at least.
Yeah.
Alright. And then let me also put this down to 50.
So in the lore that I have for her is that he doesn't stay in his Pokeball. He actually hides in her shadow. And this is a massive, like, 8-foot tall Pokemon, too. Like, he would be considered an alpha Pokemon.
Oops, not that. Yeah. Okay, I think this is good now. Oh, yeah, I'll need to
Yeah.
signature this.
Yeah, don't forget your signature.
I think, yeah, the white probably would stand out the best against this.
That way. You know what I do? You see that little insignia on mine? I just copy and paste that everywhere.
Yeah. Since mine's a signature, I just like to draw it out every single time. So let me bring the chat back up because I had to look at Discord real quickly.
Dead. 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 Oh, also, did I tell you guys that last night I went to go check on my uncle? He had fell asleep in his chair, but he was bent over halfway, like, out of his chair. So he was, like, bent over on himself in his chair, sleeping.
I actually like this a lot here.
It was terrifying.
Alright. Are we done? Corpus practices art from NFTs. Oh, must protect his art from NFTs. Yes, indeed. I mean, even though they're probably gonna edit out the signature somehow on it anyways. Because you know how they are.
Look, the way that I do it, you notice how there's textures to the background?
Yeah.
If they edit that out, they have to correct the textures.
Yeah.
So that's like cutting it out entirely. Like they'd have to go in and make the texture match.
It would have to be how the heart out your name. Well, I mean, at this point now I have a grading on it, so it would be hard to do.
Yeah, because if they want to edit it out on mine, they have to match the textures of the background. Which is not as easy as it looks.
Yeah. I mean, who would want to steal my art anyways, right? Then again, you probably would be surprised.
Well, we already know that some people like to steal my art on DeviantArt. I mean, seriously.
Chris is gonna attempt it now.
Yeah, because I used to make profile pictures on DeviantArt, and people would just go in and steal the profile pictures that I like, the frickin' 50 by 50 pixel thing to use for themselves, and I'm like, really? I went in MS Paint and made all those myself, and you're just gonna,
gonna steal them. Okay. Yeah.
Like, okay, sure.
But yeah, unless you can see anything else I would need to do with this, I think I'm done.
Nope, that's it.
Well, we went about an hour past time that we usually do, but it's all good because we didn't have anything to do too much tomorrow, so. But yeah, I'm gonna probably export this and also make it like a desktop version of this as well, like, cause like the way that this one's done, it's like a phone background or like a portrait style, but I also want to make it work with the landscape too.
It's good like it is.
Think this long wait until tomorrow's drawing stream? No. I don't think it'll last that long, Pansy.
It will, and you will let him speak all about the lore of his character.
I don't think it'll be that long. I think it'll at least be as long as today's stream.
But yes, whoever was joined, you guys got to hear just where Mimiko originated from.
Yeah.
And how it came to be as a character.
But yes, I will now end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you like it, subscribe and follow if you see more. And also thank you, Cyber, for joining me today.
No problem.
Yeah, if you want to see more drawing streams I've done like this in the past, links in the description below. And I'll be also... Yeah, I'll also be posting the full drawing as well too.
Also, anyone else that he does draw, like, if they're able to draw, why don't you go give them a follow too? Like, because you can see how I draw, and if more of our friends did draw, I would suggest that you go follow them, because it does help.
Yes. Yeah, of course, I'll create cyber stuff in the description as well too. Especially because I was using your reference.
Follow Corey and follow Cyber.
Yeah, everyone go to Cyber channel. Just forget about me.
I don't even post. Look, I have the capability to do Twitch on my tablet and stream it. It's just I don't feel like it. So I mainly do all my drawing streams to Discord.
Yeah. If anything, you can go follow her on her DeviantArt and Twitter.
Mainly on Twitter. I don't really post that much on DeviantArt anymore.
Yeah, they mostly do their drawings on Twitter now.
One of my most recent ones was a chaotic fan art, which I got possessed by the drawing devil himself at around 12 o'clock at night. Did a sketch that took an hour, and then went 2 days to draw out the characters and color them.
Yep. Basically. It came out pretty nice, too.
And that's the first time I drew Kaor or Kaz.
Yeah. It's really good fan art.
And if anyone asks, it's like, well, you're exaggerating the size. No, have you seen the way that they are shown in the show side by side? No, that the size difference is not exaggerated. Like, dear fucking God. Oh my God. Corey, you should do chaotic fan art now.
I'm not that much into the show.
Do it. Pick a monster and just
go ahead.
fucking dying.
Alright. Well, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for Pansy stream. Bye-bye now.
Where get more lore from Pansy.
More lore.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.